Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, everyone.
Yeah, hello, hello. Good morning. I am joined by Hugo. Um, yeah, we can digest some of the markets. I am running on fumes. I was up quite late last night looking at charts and numbers and yeah, operating on very minimal sleep. So forgive me if I'm a little bit nonsensical, but we had a very profitable evening, Hugo. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah,
Yeah, how
it
did you
was
find
really
it?
fun. I think it was like yesterday. I was not. I put in orders like on Tuesday or on Monday. I forgot which day it was. And then I was like, okay, I will put from last week's closing stream, if I'm correctly. I was putting all the orders in from Justin, and then yesterday I was looking at charts, and I got like, you got filled on this, you got filled on this, and I did it on like small leverage, isolated positions.
Mhm.
And I was like, doom or dust. And but I all looked up all the entries, and I was like, okay, fuck it, they are really low, or we get like a
Yeah.
crazy wick, and if they will get closed, I will be at my stop loss or not, and I will be in big profits. So I'm currently not in huge profits, but I have some crazy positions open. I think some
Yeah.
people know Sui as a project.
Yeah.
It went up to $4 or $5 a few months ago, and I got in at 223. Or order at 235. I got Jasmine. I think did you get Jasmine as well or not?
No, don't rub it in. I got halfway down the list, and yeah. So what did I get filled on yesterday? I got filled on Say. I got filled on Sui. I got filled on B&B. I didn't get filled on Ondo. I got filled on Bitcoin. I came very close to a hype long. Didn't get filled on that. Yeah, I can't complain. I had a very good evening. There was just too much in. I was going through all the orders, but yeah, anyone who took any of the entries that the spiritual guidance that our friend Justin provided on last week's close, I think yeah,
Yeah,
about half of them have hit now. So
yeah.
you'd be plugged in.
RSR also got hit. People got hit. Let me see. Some I did myself, and they are down.
Yeah,
Um,
like
which one
Hugo
was
has
it? I
about
did.
10 positions. It's like Hugo
Turbo got
has
hit.
10 positions.
IMX got hit. ENA got hit. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's quite cool. Oh yeah, we just talked about what Jasmine is kind of project because I got hit on it, but I had no clue whatever it was. But
yeah.
it is a Japanese company that will ensure that data, sort of a data ownership protocol, and that you can sell your data to companies, and they will do through blockchain. And it is built by like some ex Sony guy, but I have
Mm.
further else I have no clue what it is, and I don't really care. Only that it should go up because I think alts will have an alt season very very soon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I think they're fun to play at the minute. Obviously, we see quite a lot of solid reactions, certainly on the back of the push up. I would say there's a lot of green, but it's hard for things to be described as green when they've had
Mm,
four days of being battered down. But it was yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity still in the market, and certain projects are still pretty. Oh, cow nearly hit bang on the order.
but
um,
should we maybe put on the screen the crypto bubble map to start with?
yes.
It's quite I lightly do also my streams, and I quite enjoy to put the thing on and look at it like on a with a slow scale, big scale. You can really see some stuff happening.
Yeah.
Um,
So I will.
because then you get like a bigger overview.
Yeah. So let's have a look on the day.
On
Yeah.
on the date, it's not looking
It
too
looked
good.
different in my trading view.
But what? Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, what does it take on the
It
daily?
depends, I think, when it defines the day. Um,
Yeah, they know definitely. But like, I was more curious. The day.
So what have we got? So on the how bad's the week been? So there's been some good stuff on the week. Obviously, you've got Trump's done quite well, Virtual's done quite well. Aero, this is one I've spoken about. I think I'm annoyed at myself for not playing this one because I think this one for me felt like a sort of obvious one with Coinbase's results this week. I know Coinbase used this as a token to pump to get people excited about the base ecosystems. This I thought was a completely dead project. Evidently not.
I think it is still that. If you look at the price where it is, I mean, if you ever use someone using it, it got listed at like $3, I'm correctly. Yeah, I still think it's a pile of shit. I don't really believe in it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Horrendous. Yeah, hype strong. And then on the day, we can see, I don't even know what this is. Rain. $600 million market cap, apparently.
Yeah, but what do you think? I was now what comes into my mind is that we got like Virtuals is going up, and Virtuals is an AI project where it's quite easily to build AI stuff to integrate on-chain APIs.
Yeah.
So would it be maybe sort of an AI season coming up? I mean, there should be a reason why it's going up.
Yeah, so there is. There's a new protocol that's being rolled out called X402. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who is aware of this stuff. But there's a new protocol called X402, which I think is a multi-chain protocol. But essentially, it sets the framework for AI and AI agents to use crypto.
Yeah.
I should probably have a little Google of it, but yeah, I think it's someone explained it to me. X402
really cool.
enables users to pay for resources via API without registration, emails, authentication, or complex signatures. Yeah, so it allows agents and web content and services, etc., to use stablecoins like USDC without a human approving transactions.
Yeah, it could be. I think it's quite a cool project, but it is also what we also see. I thought if you look at the weekly, another thing that's up this week is Tao, and that's also an AI project. Let me see if I can recognize another AI project. No, I don't. But you see, Tao is up 12%.
Now there, what else do we have? I mean, that is an
VeChain
AI
is down, but VeChain is. Is it VeChain called Fed AI? But that's
AI.
But that thing went down only. I think.
Yeah, that's horrendous.
I think some people rocked it or anything. They're not really building, but I think it's quite cool to see Tao up, to see Virtuals up, and that is a sign that AI is coming back because we definitely had a big AI bubble in the last year, and we saw Fed was like at $1.30.
Yeah, and then
I just pulled the chart on my phone, and then it went aggressively down. But also Tao was up really high up, so maybe it's a sign. And I remember in the last time we had the AI bubble first, then we got the alt season.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Zcash has just had an incredible month, hasn't it? When you look at all this sea of red, and then it's.
Do you know what Dash is kind of token?
What Dash is a privacy coin.
Of course, a surprise as well.
So it's a proper dino coin. But this again, really long consolidation, and then boom, up, up, up. Asta's had a really rough month.
Yeah, I was expecting that. But also Sai got a really rough month.
Yeah.
I think you were from being a Sai Maxi. You're down so badly.
I think, and it's something I mentioned before on here. I have a slight worry with these low-cost, high-throughput chains because I don't think that they found a use case for them yet. particularly the ones that sit agnostic and aren't layer 2s, because I think the Ethereum layer 2s potentially are in a slightly better position. I know Arbitrum is on there with a fairly horrendous month, but I quite like Arbitrum. Like I keep my my stables and my ETH on Arbitrum. So if I'm keeping ETH in a wallet, I keep my ETH on Arbitrum just because it's quicker and easier to move than it is keeping it on ETH itself.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier. But yeah, oh, this one's horrible. Have you seen this one? 00. This is
It's going to double zero digits. So that's the only thing I know.
this is a full-on rug job. Yeah, that's a horrible one.
But have you used AVEX lately? I use AVEX lately quite a lot. I'm sort of liking the chain.
AVAX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never used it. I know that I think as a foundation they're really good and they've brought on some really good people. I know they're very big in gaming. But I've never used it. I've never had a reason to use it. Yeah, it's one I'm trying to find a reason to use it, and I think at some point I will endeavor to try it out. But yeah, I've just never really had a reason to use it.
Yeah, no, the foundation is really cool. They're really helpful. They really answer questions. They're also liking to promote their chain. They got some big partnerships. But I use it because I'm busy with like the new company, a startup, and that's built on AVEX. And yeah, I'm using it now on a daily basis, and it is quite cool and it's quite nice and quick. I was like, this surprised me, and I think they got like quite some big partnership with the FIFA, with
I saw
countries.
that FIFA for the World Cup.
Yeah, that is quite cool. That's why I believe it can definitely go up. I mean, it is down 40%, but it got up quite high lately.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think I charted.
Yeah, I'm buying quite a lot of AVEX lately, to be honest.
There you go. You can see Hugo buying here. I think I've got it charted on this one, but yeah, this one, it looks interesting. I mean, all of this is XRP creeping up a little bit. Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin. I mean, it is definitely at resistance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we will make the push for the monthly open.
Yeah.
I'm sort of certain. I have a high faith on that.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I pushed all my stops up to break even now. So hopefully that's because that was a big low that it put in.
You took too long on ETH as well.
Yeah,
that's good.
Took that one.
To do like to the current state, I think trading wise, we have had a lovely week and a couple of weeks since the dump. We had some really nice volatility coming up. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
It was easy trades, nice ranges. There were no crazy things happening anymore. This almost now like we have had, I think 3 weeks, was it 10th of October, if I'm correctly, of like peace trading, where they don't fuck us over and liquidate us. Trying to liquidate.
The price action has been quite nice. I know this is a chart you flashed up in CSE earlier, the USDT dominance, and I think we can see it creeping up a little bit. This one's an interesting one. It doesn't have as much price history, which is the annoying bit. But this one is all of the stable coins combined.
Yeah.
So I think as you see more USDC, but
that one is. I think what you're right with that people are moving from USDT to USDC, but then I looked what I'm trading with, and that is still USDT.
We completely bottom ticked.
That was a really nice Spirit 2 guidance. Also BNB.
Yes. I love
BNB is also quite at the bottom. We got in.
Oh, I must have drawn something out for someone on.
So where should I put my TP? 1400. 1500 is my TP.
I can't remember when I drew that out, but that was pretty accurate. If I did a brief push up to here now, I found that the other day. I must have like just been chatting or something, because it was on the stocks. I think it was when I was on stream, and I'd drawn over so many. I just saw like loads of like drawings on my charts of just like really loose drawings. I think there was one on this one, yeah, where I was talking about closing this gap, and then came down and closed the gap. I got so lucky on Apple yesterday. Like it doesn't even show it on the charts because it was aftermarket. But my TP on Apple, I shorted Apple up here, and my TP was 262, and it wicked down to here, and just like Amazon was nuts, wasn't it? Look at this.
Yeah, went up so big, but they had really good numbers. I mean, I was looking at all the numbers this week, but like the shocking thing is Facebook. Or Meta. What are they doing in the pre-market? 1.29%.
I didn't think Meta was that bad. I think it's more a case of they're being punished for the amount of capex they're spending.
Yeah, but like the estimated earnings were so low. Like the estimate were so high. It was like 6.25 per share, and they got 1.25.
Yeah, they've got such high expectations. Looking at this, and I know obviously it trades slightly differently, it has pretty much come back and cleared out this fair value gap.
Yeah, I agree, but then
look at, have you seen it on the monthly?
It got plunged because of like the shit they had like of numbers, and people are expecting too much.
Yeah.
So I want to agree with you that there's some trading. What I think with stocks. Like this was like the shock moment where they got fucked.
Could you imagine? I'm so still kick myself that I didn't buy here, but could you imagine getting your entry there? Just look at that on the monthly. It's a staircase up.
But when was it? 2023?
2022, yeah.
What? How did it get up so high in the last year?
They had such a rough post-COVID sell-off. Yeah, you basically just had they were hemorrhaging money. That was when they moved to Meta, I believe.
Oh yeah, I remember that they were rebranding, and then they got like really shit.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is just obscene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tesla, one of your favorites?
Yeah, I always like Tesla. It is like quite easy to do the trade because it always has like 5-6% moves in a day. And yeah, it is nice. I think it is quite nice. There are some. Normally, it takes like into the session. It takes like a direction. I put my stop loss on the high or the low of the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then I take the long or short based on that.
Yeah, well, it ranges quite well, as you can see. Like,
yeah, but
session, you came up here, you come down, you're basically clearing out where it opened.
Yeah,
because you've basically gone here, back here, and then back. You've ranged quite nicely. There's a couple of stocks that I have that I quite like trading the range on.
Yeah, because
this one.
Yeah, because I got this strategy from like a trader who does this for a long time, and he's quite profitable on Tesla and Nasdaq with this particular strategy, and I'm sort of trying to copying, but understanding what he's doing, and this would definitely working lately, and definitely I'm now doing it myself for the last 2 weeks, and then he sends normally a signal afterwards, and then I'm already in.
Interesting. Speaking of signals, this is one I've got my eye on. I think you have quite yeah, they sell boner pills in the US.
They sell boner pills in the US. I still find the stocks you're trading, Victoria's Secret, boner pills.
I've been seeing the chart for Victoria. We'll cover that one next. But that's probably one of my best longs of the year. Yeah, this one I think from a risk reward perspective, you have a pretty good entry in this box because
Yeah.
you can essentially invalidate. If you go down here, you probably then at that point retesting down here and here. But here, every time it's come here, you look there, it came here after a really aggressive sell-off, up here, down here, up here. So I think this is probably quite an interesting one to come in.
Where did you trade it on? You traded on Lighter, right? Or
I trade it on. So I trade it on Alpha Vest Market.
yeah.
I need to keep dropping the link in for here, but yeah, I'm quite enjoying. You trade stocks on chain, and I don't know. There's something more exciting about just like sinking like real projects, like 300% on a cruise liner short was a biblical trade. But yeah, I quite like this one. What else? I'll tell you what else pinged up on my. I got an alert for Duolingo. I think this looks interesting because it's bounced every time it's come to this line. It's bounced.
Yeah, but like the trend is still the trend until it ends. So, I mean, there's a clear invalidation. I think you already marked out invalidations.
Yeah.
Long some boner pills, that makes sense. Yeah, it's not shortable, I heard.
No. And then you've got Victoria's Secret somewhere. I need to organise this watch list. I'm going to put it on my list to actually do. Yeah, look at this. For a piece of TA, that is wonderful.
Yeah. It really
I did expect it to reject in here.
So you put your stop there or take profit over there.
Yeah.
But like for stocks, it went up so much.
Yeah, like this thing's 2x'd pretty much. Yeah, it has over 2x'd. 2x from the bottom. Well,
yeah, because
the actual bottom.
Yeah, but also something that makes me sort of bullish on altcoins. I remember before I was trading altcoins in 2021, I was trading stocks. There was a time that I was trading stocks, and then they went doing crazy stuff like this. Yeah. And then I moved to crypto because it was even crazier than stocks. So yeah. So that is also, I think, why we get now the alt season.
Yeah,
because we get stocks doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, like the movement, and I think to be fair, the one thing that I quite like about stocks is you have quite a good bias in the fact that you've got up. This is doing nothing. I expected this pumpkin spice latte season, but then there's some mad stocks. So I've been obviously, my affinity for metals.
Yeah,
so the metal stocks that I've been buying have been going nuts. So this one is a uranium stock. The thing is, like, you're just getting pummeled in crypto, and yet all you had to do was just buy this. I was buying it around here, unfortunately.
You were FOMO in, sir.
Yeah, some of them are nuts. I've got a mad one. Metsi. This one is up here in pre-market, but I took some profits on this one, but look at that. Because I think that was the one thing I took out of Trump's meeting is that he's bought himself a year. They're going to go really, really big on rare earth minerals this year because they've got to, because I don't think he's got another choice now. So some of these rare earth names are probably where I'd focus in on. So you've obviously got this. These guys make magnets. If magnets are your thing. Rhodium, platinum.
I got like you're talking about magnets. On my fridge, I got like a Make America Great Again 2026 magnet.
You are a true supporter. The cruise liner. That is such a beautiful fall.
Yeah.
It was. Do you know where I got my entry from as well? It was from our infamous Jay-Z zone. Look at that for a zone.
Yeah, that is quite a nice zone.
Boom down. There's some
stuff. I'm curious. Do you know in 2021 we got like two stocks that were like crazy? You had GameStop, and the other one.
Yeah.
And where are they currently at? Because I remember that they were like crushed.
So GameStop is, if I zoom out, so yeah, you can see that was the GameStop store, and it's done it a few times. You obviously had that one there.
I remember that I was buying it then, and I made a fortune on it. But there
Is
was also a different one.
there was one recently here. I mean, that's a horrendous chart. But
Yeah.
yeah, beyond me. Look at the state of that.
But during GameStop or just after, you had also another one, and both companies got like fucked over big time. You remember what the company was called? I'm trying to Google
Yeah,
it now, but the
sure.
other one went also up to like crazy numbers. Mm.
So GameStop short squeeze. AMC, that was it.
Yeah, that went up to like 220 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, yeah, AMC here.
Yeah, what a lovely chart is this?
Cinema chain.
Oh, 400.
And
I mean,
look at
how
that.
would you feel if you bought the fucking thing at 400 and we're at 255?
Thing is, the real winners are if you would have shorted up here,
Cool.
you would have been you'd have been
Yeah.
laughing. I'll tell you what did really annoy me is I've been looking at a position for Nokia for a long time, and then it just goes and does that.
Yeah, that is where you missed the boat. And what do you think of companies? Because I saw yesterday Netflix is doing like
Stock
a
spread.
stock split, one
Yeah.
in 10. Would you think that was? Yeah, I will intend to have to lump good things on it. There's position inside. A
um,
lovely short.
yeah. Oh, this is a beautiful shot. Yeah. I mean, you see it quite often. So essentially, what it helps to do is it reduces the actual cost of a share, which makes it a bit more palatable for some investors. I think you don't tend to like having shares that go into the thousands of dollars. It also makes options very, very, very expensive. So Netflix, if you wanted to trade options on Netflix was very, very expensive because naturally options are 100,000 shares. So you have 100,000 shares plus whatever premium. So you'd be paying very, very high amounts. I think it's a 10-1, so it'll go down to about
Yeah, it's
$180.
everyone.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that tends to be why they do it. I think it shouldn't make a massive difference to the price. Basically, it just makes it more accessible for retail investors. Is
Yeah.
sort of that's the overlying philosophy behind doing the share splits. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. I think I don't really have a whole lot of I don't really have a whole lot of interest. It was a lovely shot.
Yeah.
Again, our famous zone comes in, taps it. But that's the thing. I think,
Goes
like
in.
once you have the positions and you know sort of like patterns to look at and what to look at on a chart, you can trade anything. You can trade anything.
Totally agree with that.
Like this is one I've been meaning to upload the video for this. I charted up some beer companies.
Oh yeah.
So I did Asahi. I actually quite like a bounce there. I did have Heineken on the list. I've not got around to it yet, but Heineken was on the list.
You should do it so too quickly. You should do it near the Heineken experience in Amsterdam.
I did it on a
Bigger.
stag do not so long ago. Let's have a look at Heineken. I mean,
But I also hear people are selling off ASML
yeah,
around me. ASML is a chip company. It's a Dutch thing
yeah,
as well.
I like
And
it.
people, because it is really good, but it's nearing the all-time high.
Yeah,
And but people are selling off. They're not.
yeah. Well, I think is it the most valuable company in Europe? Or it's not far off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
350 billion euro market cap. So it's one of the biggest, I think. I'll tell you a stock actually that I've been buying a lot of that I think is really, really undervalued. Not financial advice, anyone. Obviously, do your own research and all that good stuff. Novo Nordisk.
What is Novo Nordisk?
They make the fat jabs. Or one
What?
of the companies that
Fat jabs?
Yeah, you know like Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do Ozempic. Then they sold off really aggressive. Obviously, you can see the Ozempic hype.
Yeah.
And then they issued some guidance on earnings and plummeted. Ooh, they've got earnings next week. That might be a fun one to play because I think their earnings might have done quite well.
Yeah.
Because they lost a lot of market share to Eli Lilly, who do what's the name of the other one? Mounjaro, which was statistically better, although that has now been impacted by the Orange Man's new policy. So the Orange Man
No.
has put in a new policy whereby US pharmaceutical companies can't charge US customers more than what they charge Western countries. And obviously, Western countries are very good at negotiating cheaper deals. So, like the UK was the one that was really in focus because the UK government negotiates price caps for it all, and so it was really cheap in the UK compared to the US. I think I was reading somewhere that it was for a month dose of it in the UK was about £160. The equivalent dose in the US was close to $2,000.
What? That's crazy. This
So
is a
they were,
difference.
yeah, and obviously Eli Lilly's done relatively well.
Oh yeah, that thing's up. Ah, you had the lung, of course.
As you can tell, I do quite like trading stocks, but yeah, this thing sold off really aggressively, and I thought it was a good long. You've come back, close this fair value gap, come back,
Yeah.
and you basically
Get
collected this
volatility
order
up
block
there.
here. You just collected the weekly order block and gone. They had their results, and they beat their results, which makes me think that Novo Nordisk, unless they've continued losing market share, probably have better results. So that might be I think that might be an interesting one to play from a perspective because you're essentially at support.
Yeah.
Was quite
It's
a
like a
long
really big support. Because when did it start? The support from 20, yeah. Also before the other thing.
2021. It's been tested once, twice, 3 times, bounced here. You're pretty much approaching here. At some point, it may give way, but that feels like such an aggressive sell-off.
Yeah,
It's
no,
basically
we'll
at
come
its
back.
it's at its 52-week low, pretty much.
I will be buying some today. Because also the pre-market is down to where I would enter, so that looks quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, and you've got easy invalidation. Like, look at how slowly and controlled that was
Yeah.
walked up, and that was COVID. And then you can see, obviously,
Then people started to use it again.
yeah, I'll tell you what else. I don't really do. I think pharma companies have been quite beaten up. But Pfizer was
Yeah.
another one that someone came to me, and
Yeah, but then I have like Pfizer got like so much input because of because of COVID. They got so hyped up. They got so many big deals. I heard somebody saying that they got like that they think the Ursula von der Leyen, the head of EU, is corrupt and is having some deals with Pfizer.
Yeah.
He was like a guy I was talking to on like a crypto event, and he was really saying the EU is so corrupt as well. I mean, we talk about like Trump is being corrupt, but for him it's easy to see because his sons are Eric Trump and Donald Jr. Trump. But in the EU, we have similar things happening with Ursula von der Leyen giving grants to everyone.
Yeah, Europeans do croniness in a more subtle manner, but there's a lot of cronyism in Brussels.
Yeah.
Um,
and also, I just got a notification that you got stopped out of your long position.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, did it Bitcoin come back down?
Yeah, nah, a little bit. It's 109,500. I don't consider this coming down.
Yeah, I'd 109,500 as my stop. I'm happy to be stopped out there.
Yeah, but for spiritual guideline, I'm looking to long 108,100.
Yeah, I'll give. I've got more ammo left. Yeah, we were talking about how on that Pocket. I won't say Pocket P, but Pocket Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently I'm using 2% of my margin. So basically, Hugo and I are doing Hugo and Hala. We're doing we got given some funds to use for
Challenge.
this challenge Telegram trading bot thing, and we're seeing how high we can run it up. Hugo's currently out in the lead because Hugo will 50x long, 50x short Bitcoin with all of his margin.
No, not all of my margin. I do like I did like 30%, 35%.
I don't use much of the margin in it, but yeah, I'll enter along and I'll see 2 minutes later it'll go Hugo entered 50x Bitcoin long size. He loves it. But
Yeah, I think it's like free money, and yeah, it's fun to play with. And I think but I don't put a stop loss, but there is some reasoning about behind it, because yeah, I like, or I will get wicked out at some point, or I will easily turn it up in a 5x in 2 weeks, I think, and then I'm happy. I don't really care. I will send it up to light or variational and trade on there onwards.
Yeah, definitely check out Lighter if you need a code. I've got one somewhere. Yeah, the airdrop for that's going to be mega. I can't wait for this to come down.
Yeah. Also, I didn't look into it yet, but I got told that yield farming is back.
Yeah.
And what would be a really nice website for yield farming, I will tell all our viewers currently, Pendle.
Yeah.
I heard that farming on Pendle is a really nice thing. Are you already doing it?
Yeah, I even charted Pendle up and it looks quite nice.
Yeah,
my
maybe I will
so
buy. Yeah, I'm looking to buy some Pendle, because I am hearing that like in Amsterdam we got like the sort of what's called the Wall Street of Amsterdam, where like all the big companies are. There are coming quite a lot of crypto influence companies, and they are doing a lot of yield farming, and they're making a shitload. The guy was telling me they start in 35 million, and they raise like 35 million, and they already make like a few million.
Yeah, I know a lot of people doing it. Yeah, there's another one that I use for my stables, because I keep my stables in Swiss francs, and it's exempt from having to be MiCA compliant, but you can keep Swiss francs on chain, which is what I've been doing. Yeah, apart from that, not much else. Zora, this thing's getting hammered. I thought this would hold the box. That's probably where you're looking for a bounce. This was one that so annoyed me. Oh, Hugo. This thing, I was saying to someone the other day, I thought this thing was dead, and then I saw it bounce here. It came down brutally this week, actually. I wanted to short it there, but it's only listed perps on 2 exchanges. I didn't have an account on either.
Which exchanges are those?
I think it was LBank and CaseX.
You looked on Weeks or Blowfin? Normally on MEXC?
It wasn't on any of those. It was spot on MEXC, which you could probably play this spot. I think from a trading perspective, you've probably got decent risk reward of getting a bounce in here again if it comes down and retests it. But by the look of it, it's basically just ranging between that liquidity zone and that liquidity zone.
Yeah. But what's the current market cap on it?
I think it's 400. I think it's 43 million. So it's Solana. So yeah.
Oh yeah, then it's definitely 4100. No, 43 million. I see. Or is the fully diluted form? No, fully diluted form is 43.5 million.
Yeah. So it's basically because it's a billion tokens, isn't it? So it correlates.
No, it is 100 million tokens.
It's 100 million.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at now.
My maths is, as you can tell, I have been awake. I was awake for a lot of last night trading.
Do you know what coin bounced as well? KDA. KDA is bouncing. No clue why. I mean, the
Uh,
team stepped away, and they
I mean, when
bounced.
you say bouncing, Hugo.
It was up for 7% this morning or today.
Yeah,
I
it
saw.
wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me. I think at some point, if you start to see, I think once this has been properly bled out, that you may see someone buy it, because it means you could essentially, if this thing keeps going down and down and down and down, and people just liquidate and dump, you could be able to at some point basically buy your own layer one for not that much money, and it's already been built. And I think
You
that'll be
can
one of the appeals.
you can long and short it still on Maxi.
Yeah.
I mean,
but do you want to long and short it?
no. Yeah.
Yeah. This is one that's going to annoy me because I drew out a zone for this that was, and I should have been a bit braver and put an order in, but I had that drawn
Yeah.
out as a potential entry zone, and obviously it's bounced quite well coming up to close here.
And what do you think of Esther? We talked about it a lot. I think in the Discord where we both are in, it's been talked a lot. It went down really low. It's bumped up quite nicely. I think our mentor is talking about like 50 cents.
Yeah,
But
I have very little interest in it. I don't have a position on it. I think as as a DEX, I don't know anyone who uses it. Yeah, it's never appealed to me. I had a nice run on it. Obviously, you can see it's up 7%, but like, I think this we're just going to continue just seeing. I think personally, we're just going to see it go until it gets to a support level around here. Basically, retests this wick, gets all of the people out who were on pre-sale, and then that's where you probably see a move up.
that is at 52%, but pre-sale was at like 10 cents, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
There's a lot of people who are still holding on who maybe wish got out up here. It makes sense. If you've come down this low, it makes sense to come out and retest the listing.
Yeah, but I think it is not. They don't. You said like they probably be mad that they didn't get out earlier. I'm certain they are mad they didn't get out earlier.
Yeah,
I'm certain about it.
Get out of here. I had fun longing and shorting this, but I just got there's a million tickets to trade. This isn't what that appeals to me particularly. I think if you're looking at DEX tokens, this one is a better DEX token in terms of a chart. I'm just really annoyed that I didn't take a long there, because that would have been up very nicely. And to be honest, if you wanted to play DEX tokens,
play high.
Play the daddy.
Let me think.
Look at this, and we were chatting about this. I quite liked. I had some entries at 4. Ooh, I always do that. I think you've probably got a decent risk reward in this zone here for it to come back. I mean, you can see how much it's tried to grab up here. Whether it needs to grab a bit more fuel, I don't know. But I mean, this thing is beloved by Wall Street. The fees are quite high on it. That's the only thing. But like, everything that's built on there is fantastic. But when it comes to DEXs, I am a lighter man. I think lighter is light years away.
No, but I think what you can say, like, this is just with Eve. Eve is like was the first one. That's the first movers advantages, and Hype has the same. It will always be good. It has higher fees, like also Hyperliquid has higher fees. Eve gets higher fees. We get some other things, but it will never really compete with the Big Daddy. That's what I would say.
Yeah, well, it's a weird one, because for those who aren't familiar with lighter, it does actually have. I've logged out because I don't want people to see my positions. But it does have, and you can't see it on here, but there's 2 modes now. So they've added. So previously it was fee free, so you had no maker or taker fees. You only paid funding rates. they've now introduced a professional version, which is like it's light years ahead, like really better in getting it filled, etc. But the fees on that are still really low. It's like 0.02%, I think, for maker, and taker is less. Yeah, so you can see here, yeah, so the on the pro plan, so taker fees 0.02. That's pretty much in line with what you'll get VIP on exchanges anyway. And then a maker fee of 0.002 is pretty competitive. But I mean, I love this thing. They've added some new assets on here as well. So you've got FX on here now. So you can see it's only 25x leverage, so it's not the best. And obviously you see this. But you have this, you have gold, silver on here. You've got some pre-launch, so you can do monad. That thing's just going to get crushed, I can tell. And all of this. But what I really liked about this is, and it came under some fire this week, is someone tried to break. I don't know if you saw any of this, Hugo. Someone tried to break it. So they got so someone used a bot to try and like fully liquidate it, and sent hype up to $100 to try and liquidate everyone. But the way that this is built means that the liquidation settling mechanism doesn't go on their own price. They use an average Oracle price of all the major exchanges. So if you get like dislocate, so say like if on here, if it was sent up to $100 on here, it wouldn't settle as a liquidation because it would check the Oracle prices of all the other exchanges, and it would see that it's wrong. Which is why it fared. They use their liquidator pool to protect users as well. They had it for you know, when we had the mass liquidation cascade, it didn't liquidate people unless their position was properly underwater. So if it flashed below, it held, and their liquidator pool did quite well. But yeah, this guy, so they came under a bit of fire because they edited the chart. Basically, yeah, so you can see they've now added this raw prices. So if you click raw prices, you can see where someone tried to do it. Someone tried to take everyone out. So they've edited the chart, but to be fair, you've got to edit a chart if you have a wick like that, because it just ruins you can't work with a chart like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like it. I think it's good, and the pools are really interesting. You have some of these. Actually, I'll tell you what is really funny. I say really funny. Actually, I feel really sorry. There was a influencer who set up a pool, claiming he was a fantastic trader. I feel really sorry because all his followers dumped in loads of cash into this, and he got liquidated badly on it.
That is so sad.
Let's have a look, see if it goes down. You can see all of these.
Yeah, it's a Red Sea. When did he get liquidated? The 29th. It was on a Wednesday.
Yeah, is this the original Pikachu pool? I think this is a different one.
I mean, the problem with copy trading is that you always get like so much volume in when you are putting your order in. If you have a lot of following, it's really hard to be like a really good copy trader.
Yeah.
If you are like, because people think they want to copy trade like a scalper, not like a swing trader, because that's boring. Because that's what people are doing copy trading, and they try to scalp with opening positions on there, having their main account as well open before, with then leverage up, cut their main account, cut their accounts, and they always get out first.
Yeah,
it's quite an interesting way of making money.
Yeah, I really like the pool and vault. So you see it on Hyperliquid as well. I think the vault mechanism is the best way to do it if you're doing not only copy trading, but if you have like an algorithmic element. So Are you familiar with because Hyperliquid also have these liquidity provider vaults?
Yeah,
Where you put
yeah.
money in and they'll run the market making stuff up. But you've got some other ones that I find quite interesting. I'm invested in this one, this guinea pool. This is a really nice one because this is making about 5% a day. And as you can
That's quite nice.
this thing is currently running a Sharpe ratio of 4.7. For those of you unfamiliar, a Sharpe ratio of 4.7 is pretty good. I think that's I wonder what our spiritual leader runs his Sharpe ratio, but I imagine his is probably around that region.
But he will have a really high one.
Yeah. But like essentially anything above a 1 Sharpe ratio is good. That means you're outperforming what you would get on risk-adjusted bonds. Yeah. What thoughts on mining stocks? Clear Sky, Marriott. I love mining stocks. Let's have a look. They're in a weird spot though, because obviously they're quite elevated. So if we go back to here, stocks, what do we have? So I class this one as a sort of a mining stock because it was an ex-Ethereum miner. Really good. I mean, I think I like this. We've got a Dutch one actually as well. This is not a mining stock, but this is AI infrastructure. I think they're based in Holland, but they're Nasdaq. Anyone who's in stonks, I posted that I was buying this at $24, and anyone who followed me in has probably done quite well. I've still got a bag of this, and it's been one of my best performers. But yeah, I mean, you've got other stuff like iron. I mean, I made 10x on iron. I think it's obscene.
All those mining stocks did really well this year. You also got like Hut 8 mine with like crazy up.
Yeah, Hut 8, Clear Sky. Essentially, I think that the infrastructure element of AI is a frontier. The only thing that I have is a lot of these companies are going to have to do dilutions and do raises or take on debt to be able to fulfill this. I think we're seeing now that the infrastructure of AI and build out is really, really expensive. It's being footed, the bill, and people are happy to foot the bill, as you're seeing with like Meta's billions of pounds of capex, Oracle taking on billions, OpenAI spending billions of it. OpenAI doesn't have billions to spend yet, but its future promises in House of Cards. Yeah, I think the infrastructure element. I think the power element is an interesting one. I think we've seen like nuclear stocks go a bit nuts, especially ones that haven't got infrastructure. I mean, the nuclear stock that has gone pretty nuts is Rolls-Royce on their nuclear reactors. I want the London listing. Where is it? There it is. This is one that I was chatting to Dave about potentially supporting. But this one is, yeah. I think there's opportunity in them. I mean, you're buying elevated prices. Like if you're buying iron, whilst I like iron at $60, I much preferred it when I was buying it at $6. So it's what you're willing to take on from a risk perspective.
But I forgot quickly what it was, but there is something. Who said it? Like, yeah, did you listen to the Jerome Powell speech? He was talking about. I forgot the conclusion, but he was talking. Maybe I've seen. He was talking about that. Like, a lot of stocks are really overpriced. What we both think, but then he had some reasoning why they are so high up, and that they are really not overpriced because they are making quite a nice amount of money. I think that was quite interesting comment of him on Wednesday.
Yeah,
because it was about because he said like, okay, they are quite high up, but they are making money, so it is like reasonable why they are so high, and they can definitely continue higher. I think that was his main takeout of the speech I got, because I found some clips on Instagram.
This one makes no money. This is a nuclear company that has no revenue at all, Hugo. None at all. That are valued at $21 billion.
That's crazy.
This is one. Look at it. Like you could. Thing is, right? Everyone. I know we all love Bitcoin, right? If you'd have just bought this at the end of 2024, like you could imagine just buying this shit here. You'd be sitting on a 20x.
Yeah. Oh, and I've one thing because I have to drop out in a couple of
Yeah.
minutes. Yesterday in the MicroStrategy earnings, Michael Saylor is really prospecting 150k Bitcoin this year.
Mm.
Do you think he will get this to happen? Because I mean, he has all the American influence with all the money, all the people in Wall Street. I mean,
I
he
mean,
won't. He wants to be bullish, and he says like Bitcoin would go to 7-8 million or something in his projection. But he said like 150k this year.
yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. But he has to be the biggest cheerleader of it because obviously this is the state of his stock. I did buy some.
Yeah.
I did buy some of this yesterday. To be fair, it came down into quite a zone. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's in line with where I see Bitcoin. Whether it happens this financial year, I don't know. But if we look at Bitcoin and how violently it moves, like it
I mean,
wouldn't
how small the market cap is.
Is what for 150 small,
Oh
relative.
no, like yeah, relatively small. If you look at gold, how much that thing fucking moves.
Yeah, like
We can move. We can triple the market cap in like easily in a month.
yeah, about $1 trillion probably takes Bitcoin up to around here. $1 trillion into total probably brings Bitcoin up to here, and $1 trillion brings us back to basically about half a trillion below where we were when we had this area here. So yeah, I don't think we're that far off. I think keep the faith. Ultimately, it's a trader's market, and I think that's been the biggest eye opener to some of the particularly altcoin investors this year. Is you're better off trading if you trade it and you know how to trade, and you obviously have lessons with our man, Mr. Block Pro. There's so much opportunity. Like you look at this, because I said to Dave, I've spoken to Dave about this before. Is it's so you don't actually when Bitcoin you get a lot of not a lot. I know that sounds really ridiculous, but you look and you basically will get all of the growth in just really quick bursts. Like if you look at the monthly, you basically had 4 months there before you just had boring. 3 months, boring. 3 months, and it's even more pronounced on the weekly. Like you look on the weekly, and it's just like you basically went from 40 to 72 in 4 weeks. Here, you went from 60 to 100 in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So it's all about just being in position and being ready. The market doesn't like to give you a chance. I think where we are now, we're at a point where we're chopping, and it feels like if there's another leg, it comes soon because we've just had this consolidation like we had here, like we had here, like you had here, like you had here, like you had here. So yeah, I think it'll be an interesting one. But yeah,
it's coming. I think it's coming rather sooner than later, and I'm quite well positioned. And
I
I'm happy.
I think November will be really fun. I think November will be a really good month.
Yeah. I think Sui will come back up. We'll go to $10.
Yeah. Hopefully Alchemy follows.
Alchemy is going down like a shithole. But the Sui in what you have also a big bag of Alchemy, right?
Yeah, I've got some Alchemy. Unfortunately never sold it when it was up. But we'll wrap up here.
We'll wrap.
Thank
you. It was really nice to speak to you.
Yeah, likewise.
It was a really nice discussion.
Yeah, we'll catch up next week. I think there's some good. We dropped some good alpha. I think Novo Nordisk is probably quite a good play. I think there's some good alts to play.
I gave my plan away for Bitcoin today.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going in too heavy. I don't particularly like trading on Fridays, so there won't be a whole lot of action from me. End of the month Friday, it's going to be a bit choppy. I'm quite tired, so it's probably going to be an afternoon of chilling out. But yeah, I've agreed to go whitewater rafting tomorrow, which I'm quite worried about because it's going to be freezing. Although I did go in the ice bath to acclimate.
You have some weekend plans?
Yeah, I'm going whitewater rafting with Chad Moonmore.
Ooh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, it's not cool. It's cold. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll definitely have you on next week. We'll catch up again next week. Everyone, when are you live on CSE next week?
On Monday. On Monday at
Monday
9
morning.
a.m. UK time.
9 a.m. UK time. Catch Hugo on the Crypto Saving Expert channel. He'll be on my channel again as well. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll catch you all later.